Hello. I was trying to look for things to share with you from the cc&d collection called On the Edge, and they're all differently themed, so we'll see how this goes. And I've never shared these with anybody before. This first one is called Anderson. I started having pets only when I went away to college. Option didn't really seem like it was there for me until I was actually on my own. I'd go to the pet supply store, superstore, and buy some feeder goldfish, 25 cents each, and get a little bowl for my dorm. And there was no air filter, and once I didn't know any better, these 25-cent goldfish would die. So I started to name them after ex-boyfriends. So I wouldn't feel so bad when I flushed them down the toilet. But then I decided on a new and improved pet, one that I could name all my own, and it would be able to crawl all over me. So I got this little salamander. I named my newt Anderson, named after a performance artist. Trust me, it's not a politician. So Anderson sat in this goldfish bowl, crawling around to eat some shrimp pellets that I would drop in for food, and I'd bring Anderson out to crawl up my arm. And I felt like I had started actually to accomplish something. This was my first pet, Anderson, and I had him all these years until I went home for one summer. That summer, I traveled around the country, so I told my sister that all she had to do was drop some food pellets in once every few days, so Anderson would have food. So after my trip to Arizona, where it was so hot I could literally smell my flesh burn, my sister told me that Anderson was missing. She didn't take Anderson out of the bowl. Anderson couldn't crawl out, but Anderson escaped. I wonder if she'd let this happen because she didn't want to take care of a nude, but really, it wasn't hard work. 2 months later, a cleaning lady cleaned up the basement, held up an Anderson carcass, and asked if this was someone that we were looking for. That's when I realized I got out of this place, and my little Anderson was trying to do the same. I'll get my more depressing one in the middle. This is a piece called Passed Away. You didn't pass away. Passing away is gradual for those who see a light at the end of the tunnel, for those who know their time has come. But when you were living and vibrant, you didn't pass away. The Grim Reaper himself had to get his hands dirty as he took his poisoned finger and he drove down straight through your flesh, attacked your heart. He punctured you and left, taking your life with him. You didn't pass away. You were robbed of life. He took it from you. No, wait. He took it from us. No, you didn't pass away. It was a violent theft, and the world was robbed. But this one I like, and I hope you do too. It's called Depth of Field. When I looked for you at the crowded train station, the masses grew dense as I craned my neck until I saw your head emerging from the sea. Suddenly, I couldn't escape you. You seemed so crystal clear in that crazed commotion commuter crowd because everything blurred away as my focus grew sharper on you, perfectly framed in my depth of field. To this day, when I see you outside coming toward me, I first see you at a distance, but when I see you, it seems that everything around you comes sharply into focus, and everything else in the world fades into the background. You don't know this, but when we face each other, seated for a meal, I sometimes stare at your temples, or maybe that space under your earlobe. I just look. At times like these, I want to capture every inch, every minute detail of you, store it in my memory, so I can have that sharp image of you always in my mind.